Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and this is week 6 of my doing 100 weeks of YouTube videos and focusing on creating a healthier, happier lifestyle for myself. So, yay, I made it to week 6. Um, Week 6 didn't start out so well, but I wanted it to be a really good week because 6 is my favorite number, so I was like determined to make it better. I'm still struggling with these videos. I'm supposed to be making these on Friday, which is the end of my week, and it's Monday again, and I'm making my videos. Really kind of annoyed with my technology because last week when I tried to make my videos and it wouldn't let me because I was suddenly out of space. And then a few days after that, my phone did something weird. I have no idea what, but all of a sudden the videos that I had attempted to make showed up. They were there, and I could have totally edited them, added it to them, whatever to them. And then I went from having my phone at like 97%, 98% full to like 75% or something. So weird. My phone is so weird. I don't understand technology. I don't understand why I did that. I hope that it doesn't screw this up today because I checked it before I made my video. It said it's 73%, so I should be able to make a nice long video, but I don't know. So anyway, that is my vent about technology that has absolutely nothing to do with my week for videos. I don't know what my problem is. I weighed myself Friday. I did weigh myself Friday. So my week 6 Saturday, I crashed. I stayed up. I didn't go to work. I stayed up all night. I got no sleep. I didn't go to church because I didn't get any sleep, and then I still stayed up all day. I tried to take a little nap. I slept for like 2 hours, and then I got up in time to go to family dinner, and then I didn't go to family dinner, and then I stayed up all night again, which was retarded. And then Monday I decided I have to start over, so I read my scriptures and meditationals. I wrote in my journal. I exercised for like 3-4 days. I think it was 3 days. I think I did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which was awesome. I went to the grocery store after work at least 3 times last week. I think I went a 4th time, maybe. So all the days that I worked, I went to the grocery store, spent 10 to 15 bucks, not a lot, but got a little bit of food every day, which was awesome. And then I made some potato salad and pork chops to feed the missionaries on Friday. Yay! Which I guess Friday technically counts for week 7. That's kind of the Friday morning I was supposed to do my report. So anyway, got all the ingredients up to Thursday so I could do that Friday. So I didn't really do a whole lot of social things. Although Thursday I did go to my emotional self-reliance class. It was our last one. And we just kind of went over everything that we've learned for the past 10 weeks, and we talked about setbacks. And I was like, yay, because I have lots of setbacks doing these videos and trying to get healthier. And I really like this analogy because in my 12-step program, we talk about being able to just start your day over at any time. But they have this little story or analogy that when you get a flat tire, you don't exactly go back to the beginning of the road trip that you were on or wherever you were at to fix the tire. You fix the tire where you're at, and then you keep moving forward and find some place to replace the tire or whatever down the road. You don't go backwards. You keep going forward, and you don't necessarily have to start over. You just pick up where you're at. You just fix the situation and move forward. And I kind of like that idea. So, because I feel like I keep starting over instead of like picking up and moving forward with these weeks, and I keep having where I do 3 or 4 good days and 3 or 4 bad days. So it's kind of like there's only 7 days in a week, and I can't seem to get more than half of them as really good functioning days where I get all the stuff done that I want to do. It's exhausting, really. It is to me. Because I know I'm overweight and I'm out of shape, so I'm just physically do not have the stamina to do all the things that I want to do. And for some reason, it's like I can do it for 2 or 3 days, but it kind of like culminates, and then my body's like, okay, and we're done. And my mind does the same thing. It's like, oh, we've been thinking really hard. We've been doing all of these things. And this past week, I realized that it's really really hard. I mean, it's not really, really hard, but I noticed that in order to do all the things I want to do, I kind of have to give up playing games on my phone and watching shows on Netflix because I just don't have the time because all of my other stuff takes it up, which is a good thing. And then I write in my journal and I feel a little bit better about myself. And so my mood is better. These are all good things, positive things, but I still kind of miss being able to play games on my phone and watching TV. And I know there's a way to find a balance in doing that or using those as rewards because they're not bad things. It's just that I take them to the extreme. And so then it's like, okay, I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. I've been working for like 4 days in a row straight. So then I'm like, I'm just going to take a day off. And then it just, it's kind of like feel like I have to make up for all the time watching TV and playing games on my phone that I didn't do for the past 4 days. And it's like, that is not how this works. This is not how that's supposed to work. That is not a healthy response. So I need to find a healthier response to that so that I can still work and function and feel like I'm not totally messing up every weekend. It just seems to be the weekend. I'm like, I'm good for the weekend, and the weekend I'm like, I'm just gonna crash on the weekends. Which I guess is good. Most people do that when they go to work Monday through Friday, kind of a deal. But I make more money when I work on the weekends. I make more money when I do things on the weekends, and crashing and not working on a Saturday when I can make more money is not good for my finances. But this week I decided to do something. I'm not worrying about my bills. I have a lot of bills and I can't pay them, so I'm just not going to worry about it. I know that's not necessarily the best attitude, but I'm working at it. What I'm doing is the best that I can, and I am making little payments wherever I can make payments. But what I have been doing is I have been going to the store, which I'm grateful for because it gets me walking around. It gets food in my house, and it makes me feel good about myself, like I'm taking care of myself in that regard. So I'm eating a little bit healthier because it's the stuff that I buy at the store instead of at the gas station. I'm still buying stuff at the gas station, but it's not as much. I'm not spending as much money there. And then I've been putting money into my savings. Not a lot. Honestly, I pay my tithing, and then like the change for my tithing goes into my savings. And then I set aside money for my taxes that I know is actually going to pay for my doctor's visit this coming week. So it's not actually going to go towards my taxes like it's supposed to, but I'm still setting the money aside. So I'm grateful that I can set money aside even though my bills aren't getting paid. And technically I could take the money that's set aside to pay my bills, but then I wouldn't be able to pay my doctor and all the other crazy stuff. So it's like, okay, I just don't make enough money right now. But hopefully as I get more energy and feel better and put forth more efforts, I will be able to work for more hours, which means I will be able to make more money. I just, like I said, I don't have the stamina right now, and I don't know how long it's going to take to build that stamina. So that's kind of frustrating for me. But like I said, I was grateful for the emotional self-reliance class to remind me that it's okay to have setbacks, that I maybe drag around on the flat tire a lot. I need to figure out how to get it replaced. And someone else, I really loved what someone else in my group commented. She said that a lot of times, like when she was first married, she and her husband would have these flat tires, and they would replace them with like the cheap $25 tires. And they had to like get new tires like every 6 months. And she's like, this is ridiculous. Or maybe more often than that. I don't remember. But anyway, the point was that she was not buying quality tires. They weren't buying quality tires. They were buying the cheap ones. And so they just didn't last. And so we can do the work like I've been doing, but if it's not quality work, if it's not quality work, it's not going to work. It's going to keep falling apart. I'm not really sure how much of what I'm doing or how much effort is quality effort and how much is just going through the motions. I know in my 12-step program, they talk about act as if until you feel like it, until you do it. And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes just you have to go through the motions until you can get yourself motivated to do it. Or sometimes I'm just like on autopilot and I'm like, all right, I'm just on autopilot. I'm doing this. I'm not really experiencing my life. But I think to have quality in my life, I need to be aware of what I'm doing, experiencing my life, not living on autopilot, feeling all of my emotions, dealing with all of my emotions, recognizing my ups and downs. And in that aspect of things, I'm actually doing pretty good, I think. Recognizing the fact that I do have ups and downs, recognizing that I do get physically and emotionally exhausted, mentally exhausted, because I just haven't put forth as much effort in a very long time. And I'm trying to rebuild and regain muscles, and it does take time. And yes, I keep taking days off, and I keep thinking I don't want to keep taking days off because I just feel like I'm never going to get anywhere doing that. But at the same time, I know that my body needs a rest. My mind needs a break. Everything, in order for it to work, has to do that. So it's something that has to happen. I have to take breaks. I can't keep pushing myself or I will run myself into the ground, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to overextend myself. I'm trying to find the balance, and I think I was doing pretty good most of the week. Till the weekend hit, and that's when I was supposed to do my video. I apologize for that. I'm also not really thrilled with where my weight is at because it was like 268 or something last week, and then it was 271 when I stood on my scale on Friday, and I was like, I don't agree with this. So I stood on my scale on Saturday, and it was like 269.8 or something. No, it was 269.8 today. It was 270.8 Saturday. It was 269.8 today. And I realized standing on my scale every day is not really the best thing either. I just wanted my scale numbers to go down. I'm like, why am I putting on weight? Maybe stress, maybe muscles, maybe something. I mean, it's still hovering around the same amount. I'm not like drastically losing weight or anything else like that. I'm still struggling. I'm still stuck at like 3 reps of 10 for everything that I'm doing as far as my wall push-ups and my tummy crunches and my leg lifts and all of that, because it's still, by the time I get to the third set, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. It's really hard. So my body is not getting used to it quite yet. But I have noticed that when I take a few days off of work, my leg feels so much better. My ankle starts feeling better. And it's a fabulous thing for my leg, not for my finances. When I do the leg exercises, the leg lifts and the tummy crunches and things like that, it actually helps with my sciatica, so my thigh feels better. So I'm like, okay, exercising is helping my sciatica. That makes it feel better when I do those exercises. Not working makes my leg feel better. So these are good things to take breaks, but working multiple days and times in a row, the longer I do that, the more my leg hurts because it's still not healed. It's still in the process of healing. There's still that soft tissue damage that does not like to be, I mean, it can be used. It just doesn't want to be overused or constantly used, which is what I do when I'm walking around or driving and working. So my poor, my poor leg just doesn't like all the stuff that I'm doing. So when I take a day or two off, parts of me feel better and parts of me feel worse because I can't take care of all of my financial responsibilities. So I'm kind of having this mental, emotional struggle as to when's okay to take time off and when is not, and where do I find the balance, and the balance still eludes me. So, still eluding me. And I realize in this video I haven't necessarily broken down what spiritual, emotional, mental, social, financial, physical things that I am doing. They're kind of all in there. I did dishes a few times, not consistently, so I need to be a little bit more consistent with the things that I'm doing, and just recognizing that I'm just going to be tired and sore, because that's just how this works when you build muscles and do things. You just get tired and sore until your body adjusts to it, and then you push it beyond that, and you're tired and sore. And at some point, I'd like to get to where I'm not necessarily tired and sore all the time, where I push myself for a few days and the rest of the time I'm okay and I can function normally. I would like to get to the point where I'm not tired just walking around my house or tired taking a shower. I don't like the fact that taking a shower feels like it's exercise to me. I'm like, oh, I'm worn out and all I did was take a shower. So this is why I need to exercise. This is why I need to have a healthier and happier lifestyle so that I don't feel worn out doing simple little tasks. But I also recognize that this is going to take time, because I've had a lot of time this past year where I've just been sedentary and depressed and sick and injured and all kinds of things. So my body's just not used to all of those things. And it's going to take time to get back to where I can, or get forward, whatever it is, to get to a place where I can not feel so exhausted every time I do something. So I am looking forward to that. That will be exciting when I get there. It's just trying to stay motivated to get there and not letting all of my emotional setbacks or physical setbacks, whatever they are, make me stop or feel like I have to start my journey over, or make me feel like I'm just stuck in the mud and I can't go anywhere, which I often feel like I am, and I keep just spinning the wheels of my tire and the mud's just going everywhere. And I'm like, I'm not moving, but I keep pushing the gas. So right now I kind of feel like I'm not moving, I'm stuck in the mud, but I keep pushing the gas because I'm hoping at some point I can get there, or maybe I keep trying to find options to put wood or planks or something to get the tires out of the mud. Maybe I gotta wait for it to dry so I can drive out. I don't know. Um, maybe someone will come rescue me. That's not gonna happen. That would be awesome, but life doesn't always work that way. Anyway, so I've been trying. It's my little up and down, not doing a whole lot socially, trying to do a little bit more. Um, Need to get better at either deciding to just do my videos on Monday if that's what I'm going to do, or get back to actually doing them on Friday. It's not a bad thing to do it on Friday. It's just, like I said, I had the sister missionaries coming over and I had to do dinner and a whole bunch of things, and it just got away from me, and then it was the weekend. So I've got to stop letting the weekends get the better of me. Um, anyway, so I am working. I feel like in some areas I seem to be progressing, even though financially my bills aren't getting paid. I feel a little bit better about the fact that I've gone to work and gone shopping. I also feel like walking around is a little bit more exercise for me as well. So I like that. Not that I do a whole lot of walking around at the store, but hey, it's something, and I'm grateful for that too. So I'm grateful for the little things that I am doing, that I have done. I'm grateful to recognize the little things, and knowing that I'm not stopping. I've done a little better at reading my scriptures and meditationals, written in my journal a few more times this week, and it's been amazing to be able to do that as well. So these are positive things. I just need to figure out how to be more consistent with them, and I'm hoping over the next 94 weeks that I will figure out how to be more consistent with these things. So that's pretty much what I have. I hope that sums up everything for my week. And if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like them too. And I hope you have a great week full of gratitude and find some ways to have a healthier and happier lifestyle too.